guys, welcome to some more of the RoadCraft demo. So I am recording this actually on Monday, March the 3rd. I wanted to get some of these videos done before this week, but unfortunately on the weekend I wasn't feeling well. But they did announce today in the Discord that they're going to extend the demo by a week, so that's pretty cool. So I can get a couple more videos done of the game that I wanted to do here. So in this video, I want to talk about more things that I've seen in the codex and stuff that I've been seeing and hearing online and stuff. So this game is getting a ton of criticism from SnowRunner players. Basically, the things that they don't like in the game are some of the things that are missing from SnowRunner. For example, filling up the trucks, damaging the vehicles. Certain things like I've seen people complaining about the way the mud looks on tires and stuff like that. And for some of these things, I will say, you have to remember this is a demo, and they literally said that this is just a taste of what the game is going to be. Not everything is in the game, so there's no way for us to tell exactly what's going to be in the full release and what's not, and what's going to change from the demo. You know, personally myself, I feel that the demo is pretty good. Now, another thing I've heard people say, they were saying that apparently in the official Discord, which I am in the official Discord, I'm just not active in it. Apparently they were saying that the devs did mention that if this game does well, then they're going to focus on this game more, and apparently, and again, this is what I've heard people talking about that they've seen in the Discord, so take this with a grain of salt. But apparently, depending on how RoadCraft does, that will dictate whether or not we have a new season of content for SnowRunner. If RoadCraft does really well, then apparently their focus will shift to RoadCraft and less on SnowRunner. If RoadCraft doesn't do well, then more of the attention will stick to SnowRunner, and there will be a whole new season pass and more DLC for SnowRunner. Again, is any of this true? I have no idea. I'm not going to go back and do a lot of research in the Discord. That would take forever. So if anybody has any insight on that, please drop it in the comments below. And again, take that with a grain of salt. I'm not confirming anything. With that being said, let's take a look at the codex and let's take a look at some of the things. So the first thing I want to take a look at is field service vehicles and recovery tokens. Okay, because it says field service vehicles' main purpose is to serve as your fleet's mothership. You can recall a vehicle to where your field service vehicle is located by spending fuel. All right, so there is a fuel aspect in the game, apparently just not the way we're used to in like SnowRunner. Earn additional fuel through side objectives. A late game field service vehicle also provides access to your resource storage. So it looks like with these resource vehicles, or field service vehicles, sorry, wherever these are, if you have the fuel points, you can respawn your vehicle to one of these vehicles. That's pretty cool. That's interesting. These vehicles are not in the demo, so we have not seen these. We don't know how they work. We don't know. We don't really know what the purpose is. It's to serve as your fleet's mothership. So apparently, this is just like a moving base. Again, like I said, there's no damage, so there's really no point in having like a vehicle that's going to be able to fix you or provide you with fuel or anything like that. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what these vehicles' purpose are, aside from just being sort of a mobile access site. So let's take a look at bases. Bases are your anchor points in each map. Bases provide access to the garage and shop to purchase and deploy vehicles. Bases allow you to use a storage unit. You can store and withdraw resources to and from your storage unit in a base. So logs, steel beams, steel pipes, concrete slabs, etc. Bases serve as free recovery points. You can recover your vehicles to any base for free. So that's pretty cool to know. It's going to be interesting for the storage units. So that means they're going to want you to go out and salvage, you know, a lot of stuff that you can to bring back to store, so you can create things later on. So that's gonna be an interesting aspect of the gameplay, and this is gonna make multiplayer a lot of fun, I feel. Let's take a look at the vehicle roster here. Complete objectives to receive rusty vehicles. Keep in mind that rusty vehicles cannot be sold. Each vehicle unlocks a modification chain for the same chassis. Restored vehicles aren't just repainted rusty models, they also come with enhanced stats. Earn reputation to increase your rank and unlock new, more modern vehicles. Purchased vehicles can be sold back, but at a lower price. So basically, you're going to get rusty vehicles, and you can kind of refurbish them. That's going to be the gameplay mechanic in this game. Not too bad. I'm not hating it. I think it's interesting. But it's definitely different now. But it says, keep in mind that rusty vehicles cannot be sold. So obviously we can purchase things. Can we purchase new vehicles? I believe we can. Let's see here. Is there anything in here? Those are vehicles. I don't know. Take a look at the objectives. Each map includes main and side objectives. Main objectives grouped into goals. They outline your primary steps for overcoming the map's challenges. Side objectives, optional and not required to complete the map. Some side objectives can only be activated by exploring a specific area. Some side objectives award you with fuel, which makes your life easier in a number of ways. Okay, so it says a number of ways, but it's not telling us what ways those are. The only thing we do know is that having fuel can transport us to the what were they called again? The field service vehicles. That's the only thing that we know about. So what else do these fuel points do? I have no idea, and they haven't said yet. So it'll be interesting to see what else we can do with those. Objectives can require you to give up resources to complete them. In these cases, you'll need to confirm the transaction manually. Okay, that's interesting. Resources recycling, harvesting trees. There are several ways. Wait a minute. Was there? Hold on. No, there wasn't another page. Okay. Recycling. Rubble collected from around the map can be converted into specific resources at an active recycling facility. Okay, so we've actually done this in the game, where these blue pieces can be turned to pipes. These pieces can be turned into concrete. Harvesting trees. Use the harvester to gather logs from trees of suitable size. Use the resource map layer to locate trees and rubble. So it does look like this is the only tree harvester we're going to have in the game. So that means we will only be able to harvest the trees that this can handle. There are bigger trees on the map, like as we can see here. These trees are all harvestable, but these trees are not because they're too big. Completing objectives and maintaining routes also grants a steady supply of resources. Construction depots. At construction depots, you can buy or sell resources. Sell rubble highlighted in yellow, which cannot be recycled and can only be sold at these depots. So very, very interesting. So you can buy resources. I don't feel like, oh, you know what, maybe that is in the game. We'll have to check that out next time we get in the game, because there is a construction depot, but I didn't actually go to it. So we'll have to check that out to see how that works. Infrastructure, plotting routes. So this is something that I want to check out more. When plotting a route for your vehicle, be aware of obstacles, mud, and terrain. The difficulty of the route factors length, terrain, complexity, and the approximate capabilities of the vehicles expected to travel on it. When a route is operational, each vehicle that completes the route earns a fraction of the total reward pool. Keep routes well maintained to maximize your rewards. So I'm guessing this is something that you have to do in missions. This isn't something that you can just do anytime. I did that. Someone told me that when you create roads and stuff, you can actually have your vehicles do it automatically, but I think that may only be in a mission setting, not just anytime you want. So building roads, you have to pour sand. You can pour sand anywhere by using a dump truck. Adjust height by adding more sand as needed. Flatten the sand before paving asphalt. Those vehicles have a special sand flattening mode for this setup. Which, to me, that's not a dozer. That's a grader. Like in my mind, a dozer looks different than that, but that's okay. Pave hot asphalt on top of poured sand with an asphalt paver. Hot asphalt won't stick to any other surface, including natural sand deposits. And of course, use asphalt rollers to solidify the surface. When fulfilling a build road request, vehicles can operate autonomously. Okay, yeah. So it is when doing a build road request. Place your vehicle in the construction zone. Use the context button or infrastructure menu to assign it to the request. Then select the road segment you want it to build. You can use this push to build roads anywhere, not just in objective locations. Wait, what? So I don't know exactly how to do this in the game. You can use push to build roads anywhere, not just in objective locations. But we can't do it autonomously, right? Is that? Okay, I don't know about that. We'll have to check into that. Map layers, that's pretty self-explanatory. Those vehicles, okay. Marching mode retracts the grader, allows you to move faster. Manual mode provides full control of all grader axes for clearing debris and rubble. Okay, so it does look like there's some more proper kind of dozers in the game. Allows you to destroy paved asphalt as needed. Okay, and then the sand flattening. Alright, very interesting. Crane vehicles, multi-point load attachment, single point load attachment. Full crane will instantly fold the crane for transportation. And building bridges. Different bridges to different max lengths and max angles. You may need to complete objectives to unlock different bridge types on each map. Alignment mode lets you adjust the start and end segments for ideal placement. So I feel like there should be more information on how to do this. We will check this out in another video. I'm going to do a video just on bridges. I'm going to do a video just on building roads and stuff like that. But that's what I wanted to look at today, guys. I just wanted to take a look at this codex and look at the more important things. It seems like with this game, the focus isn't so much on like the driving as much as it is about the different jobs that you have to do. I know that's a big departure from SnowRunner, and if I'm being honest, if this game is kind of what they want to focus on, then I'm kind of sad, because I do enjoy SnowRunner and what SnowRunner is. I feel like SnowRunner could live on, and this game could live on, and they would both have their own place in the sand, if you will. Of course, they could always combine the best of RoadCraft and the best of SnowRunner to make one ultimate game. But I guess we'll just have to see what the plans are for these games. I definitely would hate to see SnowRunner die. It's going on like 5 years now that game's been out, and it's just such an amazing game. So yeah, I'd really hate to see that die. And honestly, in my opinion, I'd hate to see it die to a game like this. And again, I think this game is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this game, don't get me wrong. But do I want to see this game kill SnowRunner? Not particularly. Not particularly. I don't want to see this game kill SnowRunner. I would like to see both kind of continue on and just see what happens. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. That's where we're going to end this video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.